You want to see it? Good morning. So, pills time. So I have to break some in half. I've now had cold urticaria for 10 years. A bit longer than that now. Don't know exactly how long because there was if you remember from one of my videos, there was a big overlap between having my symptoms and having an answer. So we celebrate it for about 3 months. So yeah, 10 years of cold urticaria. And to celebrate, because it is worth celebrating, because I have not just survived with cold urticaria, I have lived with it. There's going to be more on that later from past me. I refuse to let it rule my life and dictate my life and tell me what I can and can't do. So in 10 years I've learned how to take calculated risks, and the risks that I take, I know how to make them safer. Like by taking my antihistamines properly, even if I have to break them in half. I don't know why they have to make them so big. But anyway, so 10 years. Happy 10 years, Ouchlets. So, got my tattoo while I was down in Cornwall. I get tattooed pretty much exclusively in Cornwall because the shop I go to, they are La Familia Tattoo, and I will link them down in the description. Their Instagram, probably their Facebook as well. Definitely go check them out if you are anywhere near Cornwall. I trust these guys 100% with my body and what we're putting on it, pretty much without question. And that includes their guest artists. So the tattoo I had done was a little walk-in, and it was by their guest artist. It's under here. I've put it under here because I did not take the best care of it, and I'm really sorry, because I just didn't bring my stuff with me, so I've just been using like regular old moisturiser because it got very dry. So it's been like a mask kind of situation. It's worked, but I don't recommend it. All the links to them down in the description, and definitely go and check those out. I am not sponsored by them in any way, shape or form. I just love the work that they do, and they're really good. And when I walked in, Dan that's done the crow on my side, the ones on my hand, this one, the one on my leg, the one on my feet, the one on my legs. Most of them, apart from my sunflower and this one, and the one on my back. He did fix the one on my back though. He was there and he was like, hi. So that was nice. It's always nice to go where you're recognised, and we had a nice little chat and talked about a little bit about being allergic to cold. Not sure whether they thought I was just messing about or not, but here we are. And I'll show you that in a minute. But first, I want coffee. I've been doing stuff, unpacking and kind of getting my life sorted since I've been away for nearly 2 weeks. Plenty to be getting on with. So, do you want to see it? Okay. Ta-da! Isn't it pretty? It isn't fully healed yet, it's worth noting, because my skin just heals very slow and it heals really weird. But there is my beautiful snowflake. And why is Snowflake, you might ask? Well, because cold. Duh. It's been a long 10 years, but it's been 10 years full of learning and adapting and figuring stuff out and getting better and getting worse. So, yeah, it deserves recognition, and I just wanted to get a tattoo of a snowflake. With that, I want to just throw back to past me. You will probably need the captions because it was a very windy day. also worth noting that it was actually warmer in the sea than it was out of the sea. So, I don't know, Cornwall logic, I don't know how to explain it, but the sea was genuinely a lot warmer, and because of how windy it was legitimately freezing out of the water. I don't know, Cornwall has its own bizarre weather and logic system, so it was magical. Because if you follow my Facebook page, it's Life Alleged Cold, and I will put that in the description below, but it's also always linked in my social media links in the bottom of the description. I post a lot of cold urticaria problems, and one of them was I miss going in the ocean. And I do miss going in the ocean. So while I was next to the ocean, I went in the ocean. Because I don't want to let cold urticaria define my whole life. And I put this on Instagram, and within a couple of hours I had a few messages saying, "You went in the sea with cold urticaria? How is this possible?" And it's possible because I went in the sea regardless. I took my antihistamines in the morning, as I always do. I'd been on some extra antihistamines because of an unrelated allergy, so I was ready to go. And I had my mask on because, to me, it's really, breathing is really important, so often I wear the mask probably more than I need to, because just in case. So if it's going to be exactly 15 degrees, I will take the mask and I will wear it if I feel like it's getting cold or getting windy, because breathing is important. And as you've seen in this video up here, my inhaler doesn't always work for pre-medicating, and because I'm on beta blockers, it doesn't always work post-medicating, if that makes sense. So I wear the mask just to be on the safe side, because obviously breathing is important, and that's the most dangerous of my reactions, because I have wheezed until I've passed out and it's not been cute. So the mask pretty much stays on when it's likely to be cold or windy, unless I need to eat stuff. So that rambling out of the way, my skin reactions pretty much just stay as skin reactions. And it's uncomfortable, and it's itchy, and it's painful, and if I've done it to myself, you won't catch me complaining. So I went in the sea and I still reacted. But I only reacted on my skin, and I dealt with it. I lived with it. And I have no regrets, because going in the sea was beautiful. So with me and my cold urticaria in my 10 years now of living with it, it's not about avoiding reactions 100% of the time, because that's not possible. So even when I do take my antihistamines, as soon as I get out of the shower, I'm going to have a reaction. It's going to be fine. I'm going to deal with it. It's about minimizing your reactions and managing them and prioritizing them. So if I know it's going to be cold, I'm going to wear my mask. And I'm going to minimize the dangerous reactions. And I don't mean this to minimize the skin reactions, because it's up to you whether you believe an activity is worth having the skin reactions or how safe you feel having them. I live with chronic pain every day, so I am quite used to dealing with pain and discomfort, and I itch pretty much constantly, so I have a high tolerance for the discomfort I can go through with a cold urticaria reaction. So, like, in the grand scheme of things, if it's allowing me to do something that I want to do, I am able to do that, just because I'm in pain constantly every day. Adding that isn't actually that much different for me, but I can imagine if you don't live with chronic pain every day, that it could be a very big distraction, and you might struggle. So obviously, again, this is just for me. I'm just basing this off of my experience with my body. It's just me. I found that if I protect my airway and I wear my mask, I can do stuff that might or might not cause a reaction, but if I need to do it, or I really want to do it, like going in the sea, I didn't need to, but I really wanted to, then it will just be fine. And I will react, but it'll go away. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to go in the sea while I had it, because I don't get to go down to Cornwall very often because it's expensive. I wanted to make my holiday worth it, and I did, and I have absolutely no regrets. Obviously, I'm gonna have to say this, don't do anything that you know is dangerous for you without taking any precautions. I only go for skin reactions because I know that they're relatively safe for me. They are just uncomfortable and itchy, but you won't catch me complaining about it when I've done it to myself. If I haven't done it to myself, then yeah, fine, I'll complain because it's annoying. But if I've knowingly done it, that's life. That's my life. And that's what I choose to do with it and my body. So I won't complain for that. And if I am taking that risk, I'm either going to be fine and have no regrets, or I'm not going to be fine, but I will have learnt something new about my body, and then we know how to move forward. We have an update, we can work with that, and we can learn how to keep ourselves safe. That's reflections on 10 years. So don't forget to like this video, drop a comment in with if you have a Cold Urticaria tattoo. I would love to see it. Definitely send me a tweet if you have pictures. Subscribe to my channel for more Cold Urticaria goodness, as well as queer stuff, hearing loss stuff, chronic pain stuff, chronic illness stuff. There's going to be some more food, more cats, all that jazz. And I didn't mean for this to be Cold Urticaria week on my channel, it's just how it's happened. But ring that notification bell so you can keep up to date with my new series, Science Sundays. Videos go out every Saturday at 6 PM UK time, with at least one bonus video every month. But this month is Science Month, so you're getting a bonus video every week on Sunday, and it's going to be science related. See ya!